6% of the time Zach is in a pot, he's raising. It might
And
be
is that those are the kind of stats that you want to see in this game?
Yeah, you want to come in raising. You can be flatting a lot, especially having Harry's chips to your right. I see Dustin has limped under the gun. I don't like this play. I think he should be raising just to get a lot of what I call sucker hands out.
And what about a hand like 3-9 Jack Queen? Even though it is double suited, do you play that?
Yeah, that's a hand that the double suitedness adds a lot of value, and it makes nuts straights. Although the 3 doesn't help, the Queen Jack 9 is a bottom gap. So when the flop comes 10-8, I'm making nut straights. And Hero has flop trick queens. There are hearts out there. No player has hearts, but he's just gonna check it. This check is it's a pretty good check because
nobody has anything.
Well, not only that,
because we can see the cards.
Not only that, you don't have the nuts. It's a good check. I would be playing this hand the exact same way in Hero's spot.
Zach does bet 35
I would actually
Hero
check
calls.
call, in any non-heart churn, I would be leading. And wow, Zach has just churned the better hand. So not any non-heart churn. This is actually a churn. I'd actually be check folding here.
Now it is, you can say for our newbies, again, it's not over. Why there's not a check mark next to Zach's name? Because unlike in No Limit, if a 10, 9, or 4, not a 10, excuse me, a 4 or 9 comes off for Hero on the river, he will win the spot because he will have a full house. If a 10 comes, or a deuce, or a jack, Zach, who's already won this pot, will obviously continue to hold on to the pot.
Now, this is actually a pretty easy fold for Hero. This is not the type of board a lot of players bluff at. It's a very, very polar board in that you either have it or you don't. And when Hero check calls the flop, his hand screams at least a king, if not ace king.
125 is a bet from Zach. Hero's
and wow,
counting out chips.
If Hero grabs raising chips here, Zach has to fold his hand. Hero has played this hand like his king, and Hero is bombing this. Now, it's going to be interesting to see his bet sizing. What he should be making is about 300 to 375, because you'll get the exact same information. He's made it 385. It's on the upper end of the bet sizing that I like, but I still love the bet sizing in general. You don't see him check raising pot here.
And he has about 200 behind after this 385 bet. So that could be playing into Zach's mind as well. And Zach's just going to put him in.
Yeah, Zach saying,
I don't believe you.
Yeah. It's a great read by Zach. Zach's a very, very savvy PLO player. He's saying, you know what, I think my ace-jack is good.
Hero's going to call it the last 200 in. He needs a 9 or a 4, or this pot is Zach's.
Hero committed himself.
Ooh, wow. And a 9 rolls off.
Hero gets there. Better lucky than good, huh? But I actually really, really love Hero's play. He's representing the Stone Cold nuts. In that spot, it turns out that Zach didn't have the nuts, but still decided that he's gonna pay Hero off. Now, actually, the interesting thing is, if Hero was deeper stacked, let's say Hero had 2,000 more behind, Zach might just fold his hand because he knows that he's gonna be facing a big river bet. It's easier to play against a short stack. It's easier to say, you know what, this guy only has 200 bucks left. It's only 400 for me to find out. Let's play this. But when the guy has 2,000 more behind, and you call and he pots the river into you, it's a very, very tough call.